I think that we are failing as society. We are failing as families, as media, as schools, as social services, as academia, because nobody is born a terrorist. Terrorists are made.
The young people, very often, they face discrimination, they have no job opportunities. We have young people who wrote 150 job applications and didn't even get an answer. And then there comes an extremist group and they tell them, you can be a hero and you can participate in a great thing.
Despite the fact that this is a growing phenomenon, unprecedented in many ways, we're still talking about small numbers, relatively speaking, so we shouldn't over-exaggerate or even worse, generalize.
I think you can distinguish between more objective reasons, more root causes, like poverty, unemployment, discrimination, and then there are the more subjective factors, narratives of political elements, religious elements, ideological elements. And it's always a mix of these two.
There is no one single solution for these sorts of problems because there is no one single type of radicalization.
We need to work at the national, regional, international and even corporate level to counter this threat.
Именно только в комплексе мы можем решать превентивные задачи и предупреждение радикализации общества.
Young people are more vulnerable to violent extremism because they are exposed to different types of discrimination throughout the world. It all leads to the vulnerability of young people, and they are exposed to radical ideas and violent extremism. We are ourselves are the part of the solution.
Prevention should be the focus of our work more than anything else, and it's really at the heart of our efforts on the ground, working with communities, working with social workers, with as many stakeholders as possible who can help us detect and prevent people from radicalizing to the point that they actually become violent and, if even worse, join a terrorist organization or support one.
One of the main strategies should be focused on trying to enhance the feeling of citizenship of this population inside these Western societies.
There are foreign fighters that have gone to the battlefield from nearly all OSCE countries.
The question is not if they can be reintegrated, but how they can be reintegrated into society.
But the focus has, up until now, largely been on repressive measures. And repressive measures, especially after the global war on terrorism was launched, became very divisive and actually added fuel to the fire, if I can call it that.
The OSCE is crucial when it comes to the human rights dimension, and it plays a very important role, or is an important voice in ensuring that anti-terrorist measures, politics and programs are compliant with human rights.
It's also important for the OSCE itself to unite.
Join the OSCE in countering violent extremism. Support the United CVE campaign.